For you, we got a good one. Mr. Craig Dingle been doing his research here. We got a good one, y'all.
We'll find out as soon as we get some feedback. Whether or not it's good.
And don't remember, y'all can all send us questions on Facebook Live and we can answer questions. Welcome everybody to this all recovery meeting. My name's Michael. I'm one of your recovery coaches.
And I am Craig, also one of your recovery coaches.
And I'm Karen, also a capital recovery coach.
All right, we got any announcements today?
Our recovery walk
Tomorrow
is tomorrow at 11.
We meeting over here at the Salvation Army, downtown Bristol.
Now, right, there you go. Because people might don't know where we're located. We're located at 72 North Pearl Street. But our walk going to take place, as Mike said, at the Salvation Army. We're going to walk around that big old park of Bristol.
Yeah.
And, you know, they got a zoo out here, and so come on out. You might see some, what's the name of them birds they got over there?
Peacocks.
Peacocks.
Peacocks, man. Yeah, I'm a highly educated individual. So. Hey, listen. Hey, we like to have fun here at Capital Recovery Center. But y'all tune in every week. We're gonna have we have Row coming up this week or next week. I am so sorry. We have Row coming up next week, and we also have the walk on Friday. And if you have anybody in need of any type of services that we provide, we will invite you out, if you will, to contact us. We're going to do a demonstration or a PowerPoint, if you will, of the services that we offer. We probably would do one of those live, and we can go through it and show everything that we offer at Capital Recovery Center for the community. All right. Who want to take off for us?
All right. Did we introduce where we get this article from?
We got this particular worksheet from hearingproject.org. They got resources on there that are available, that are free. You can be able to go to that website, and if you'd like us to send you the handout, we can send it to you or give you the link to go there and get all your resources that you would like to get from there that help in the process of maintaining your sobriety. All right?
All right. And so today's topic is 10 lifestyle changes for long-term recovery. 10
lifestyle changes for long-term recovery. That's just the topic. The title itself is very profound to me.
Mm-hmm. And so it starts off with the introduction that says, when considering how to make long-term recovery sustainable, there are both internal and external influences that play a crucial role in successful sobriety. Recovery is far more than the abstinence of substance, and this belief is a major contributor to the changes of a relapse. For people in recovery from alcoholism and addiction, it is often our lifestyle that hinders meaningful recovery, whether it be an abusive relationship, going out to the bar with friends, or being surrounded by negative influences. These external lifestyle factors require special attention early on in one's recovery journey. Likewise, internal factors such as unaddressed mental health problems, lack of exercise, and stress-inducing environments are equally susceptible to relapse-prone behaviors. Without addressing the lifestyle factors that lead to substance use disorder, the chances of maintaining long-term recovery are frighteningly low.
Without addressing lifestyle factors that lead to a substance use disorder, he said the chances of maintaining long-term recovery are frighteningly low. That means you have to address all areas of your particular recovery walk, not just the substance. Not removing the substance is one area, but there are multiple areas that have to be addressed.
All right. And so, according to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, SAMSHA, there are 4 major dimensions that support long-term recovery.
What are they?
Health,
Yes.
home,
Yes.
purpose, and community.
Okay.
Getting a better understanding of each of these factors can improve one's recovery immensely. Looking at each, let us consider 10 lifestyle changes that address the dimensions for sustainable recovery and can be implemented early on.
All right, so we're going to start off with the 4 things that SAMSHA have listed as 4 major dimensions: health, home, purpose, and community. So we're going to jump right in and talk about health. It says overcoming or managing one's disease or symptoms and making informed, healthy choices that support physical and emotional well-being. Number 1 on that list is my favorite, and it's exercise. Woo!
Good
Exercise.
Good old-fashioned exercise.
Good old-fashioned exercise. The beauty about exercise is it's unlimited. Everybody has their own particular way to exercise. I'm thinking about getting me a bike actually. Right now I want to get me and my wife a bike and go for a bike ride. I'm thinking about doing some bike ride.
Well, me and my wife, we have that, but you have to be self-motivated.
That's right.
You know, that's with any exercise.
That's anything, yeah.
Anything, well, anything.
Any exercise.
Any exercise?
Any exercise, you have to be self-motivated.
You have to be self-motivated.
Because if I motivate you, I always tell people, remember this, give me credit the first time you heard it. Motivation only gets you started. It's dedication that keeps you going. Motivation will get you started. If we motivate you to do something, that's one thing. But your dedication to what you got started is everything. That's what will keep you going. So like he was saying, self-motivation, that part will turn into your determination or dedication to continue to, if you want to pick up riding bikes, you're going to have to be self-motivated because you'll look at that bike and say, I ain't getting on it today.
That's right. And guess what? That bike's still sitting in the basement. It's there, but it's sitting in the basement.
We got it. Yeah, we got it. We're going to utilize them bikes. I'm about to get some bikes for my birthday. Listen, exercise. Research suggests that exercise and physical activity can help to improve symptoms of anxiety and depression. Wow. I read that a lot too. Going for a walk first thing in the morning, setting up a schedule for the gym, or playing a recreational sport are all great ways to get into exercise. The key is to start with something comfortable and fun. It's much easier to exercise when it doesn't feel like a chore. That is so profound and so true. I love basketball, and that's an exercise. And find something that's comfortable and fun to start the process of exercising for anybody out there. All right. Who want number 2?
Nutrition. Alongside with exercise, maintaining a healthy diet can do wonders for one's overall well-being. Consuming the right amount of nutrients can boost energy, help provide a clear mind, and much more. Additionally, decreasing foods high in sugar can help with avoiding mood swings and increase energy throughout the day.
And I think that is so true because a lot of times what sugar does is bring you up and then you crash later on. And I experienced that recently, even though I'm supposed to be just, getting on this health kick, but I was eat some sweets and I was up 1 minute, boom! The next thing you know, I felt like I wanted to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And that is so important. Now, I learned something about nutrition. They got this 80-20 rule.
80-20, come on.
80-20 rule is this. 80% more vegetables and fruit.
20%.
20% of meats or poultry, whatever.
That's good stuff.
And so, balance it out. Get a good balance here.
Don't try to jump straight to the 80-20 though.
Yeah, take your time. Slow walk.
Yeah, because you'll fail. When you try to eliminate something, and I'm not the healthiest person as far as nutrition, I'm not a specialist. But if you do need to learn about from a nutritionist, my daughter is a nutritionist, I can get some information to you about nutrition. But anyway, one of the things that dealing with nutrition is try to change your habit. Don't try to change it all at once because you're going to set yourself up for failure. If you eat a lot of cheeseburgers like I used to every day, I used to have a cheeseburger, even breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It doesn't matter. I don't eat them as much now, once every other week or whatever I have you. But I didn't just stop. Or another thing, coffee. Caffeine, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you just try to stop, don't just stop. Say, you know, I'm going to stop doing it. Try to wean yourself off and work yourself up to it, because if you try to just stop something, I believe you set yourself up for failure.
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey is called. Yeah,
So
don't do that.
Take your time.
Take your time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
And that's recovery talk.
And that's recovery talk.
All right. Third one, it says spiritual fulfillment.
Oh, man, how you get that? Go ahead.
Go ahead, I will switch.
Nah, that's all right.
Well, I'll let you elaborate, I'll read it. All right, it says whether it be prayer, meditation, yoga, etc., making time for our spiritual fulfillment is crucial in recovery.
Yes.
While diet and exercise address our physical health, spiritual health is equally important. Being able to take a look within ourselves, register our emotions, and process how we are feeling is vital in understanding thoughts and actions that lead to substance use. Though spiritual fulfillment correlates with mental health, it is important to note that cases of mental illness should be addressed by a doctor or licensed professional.
That is so important there. The spiritual fulfillment correlates with the mental health. However, make sure you talk to your professionals. Prayer, meditation, and yoga, making time for your spiritual fulfillment. You must make time for your spiritual fulfillment. My strategy has been the same for the last 13 years. Before I go out into the world with my day, I wake up and I pray and I study. My personal study habits are with my spiritual Christianity. So my spiritual fulfillment has to be done before my wife even gets up. I get spiritually filled. Before we leave out our house, we collectively get spiritually filled. And that prepares us to go about our day. Everybody, I believe, needs to have some type of time or make some type of time for spiritual fulfillment, whatever you define that to be, because I can't force mine on you, but whatever you define your spiritual fulfillment to be, find time to do that.
And what I like about the spiritual fulfillment aspect, it talks about prayer. Prayer is when you're having a conversation, you and your higher power, the Lord, which is mine, is Jesus Christ. I chose that for me. And the meditation aspect is when you listen for direction of how to lead your life. You know, it's always good to have a conversation or fellowship or a relationship with God, but also the meditation part is to listen.
Listen.
What the good Lord has to say.
Carry out your assignment. Also, he said in that particular chapter about spiritual fulfillment is being able to take a look within ourselves. That time you need when you're dealing with, or we're talking about the 10 lifestyle changes for long-term recovery, when you take a look within yourself, you can always get down to the core of why you do certain things in your life. That's the strategy that I have used, that my mentor taught me, is to always take a look within yourself and see why you do certain things. I might have a list of things or reasons why I did it, but when you look at the core of why I did it, it was all selfish reasons.
And I never did yoga. We have, when this place is open full, we're going to be able to do yoga.
Yoga?
I don't know. We talked about it earlier, jokingly, but those who know how to do it, maybe they can
come on in and teach us.
Teach someone.
Come on and do
I
a
know
yoga
someone
class.
that's here with us now that they tried out the yoga room. How was it, Cameron?
It was very peaceful.
Very peaceful. See
Ah!
what I'm talking about?
All right.
Spiritual fulfillment.
Spiritual meditation.
All right.
All right, where we at?
Home. Home is having a stable and safe place to live. It encourages recovery. There's no place like home, right? Well, as much as we hate to admit, sometimes home is not such a great place, especially if it is full of negative influences. When returning from a stay in a rehab or detox center, it's easy to want to return to the comforts of a familiar place. However, if the home facilitates all the behaviors that we are trying to change, the likelihood of successful recovery will plummet in most cases. Sober living communities are often the best choice for someone early in recovery, as they offer both a stable and safe place that encourages recovery. If you or a loved one has questions about sober living and or recovery centers and would like to know more about the process, how about you call us, right?
How about
that? Oh, I like that.
I like she's good. How about you call us?
That's right.
856-391-7449. Call us.
And we provide those type of services, right?
That's right.
Wow.
That was good stuff. And home, having a stable place, a safe place to live, that's important. And like Miss Karen said, it's always available to you for you to call us if you're in the phase or on the stage of needing sober living housing or something of those sorts.
Yeah, because you don't want to go to a residential treatment facility and come back, as the article said, to the old environment that you're trying to get away from. And so you want to relocate if you can, and if you're having a problem with that, please reach out to us.
And don't try not to fall into the trap I used to fall into. Is when I came from rehabilitation, is wanting to go back to my comfort place to show people how well I was doing, and eventually I ended up using drugs again. So if you can avoid going back to your comfort areas, it mentioned comforts of a familiar place. If you can avoid those, by all means, please do, to give yourself another opportunity. What else we got here? Triggers. Like negative influences, triggers are people, events, or situations that lead to substance use. An abusive or codependent relationship, roommates who party all the time, or living with other people who use substances are all examples of common triggers that will most often lead to relapse if one is always surrounded by them. Removing these conditions from home life can change the trajectory of recovery for the better. However, sometimes that's easier said than done. If removing the elements that trigger substance use is not possible, removing yourself from the environment is the best option. I just was talking about that. Like, you gotta stop. Sometimes you gotta relocate and move yourself.
Absolutely. The next one is purpose. All right, Mike got a good one for this one because he always says you must know your purpose.
Must know your purpose.
Must know your purpose. All right, and it says conducting meaningful daily activities and having the independence, income, and resources to participate in society. Wow, those are some of the barriers that a lot of people face when they're coming out of from addiction, rehabilitation. They have a problem with finding independence, income, resources. And so we're here as recovery coaches to help you navigate through some of those obstacles.
Yeah.
And so it says schedule. How we conduct our day has a huge impact on the choices we make. Setting a schedule that balances work, play, social life, and sleep is perhaps one of the most important elements in maintaining sobriety. A schedule gives us direction throughout the day, and a balanced schedule ensures that stress remains at a tolerable level. Try to eat meals at regular times and put yourself on a sleep schedule to ensure an adequate amount of rest. Include a positive or fun activity in your schedule that you can look forward to each day or week, and schedule exercise into your daily routine.
Scheduling is very important. Thank you, Miss Julia. She said, yes, it is on Facebook.
All right.
Scheduling is very, very important. And like he was saying, a schedule gives us direction throughout the day. When you have a schedule, you're not just running around doing anything. You actually have a schedule and appointments and things to get to. And part of the discipline of keeping the schedule is a part of your recovery process. So the discipline it takes to know that you have to go here and do this, know that you have this meeting or you have to go to work, knowing what you have to do if it's schooling or whatever it might be, dealing with your children. Keeping the schedule that you have for that particular day or that week shows your discipline to something. And if you can be disciplined in that area, you can be disciplined in maintaining your recovery.
And I also like to encourage guys or those who I meet, especially those who are coming out of addiction and in recovery, and those who are starting a new job or seeking employment, to get enough sleep. Because, you know, they say the early bird catches the worm.
Come on, man.
So I try to tell a lot of gentlemen, male, female, I don't want to exclude no one, that if you go to bed early, you'll be able to wake up early.
That's right.
And so, especially when you're going for employment, or if you're trying to maintain your job, you want to make sure you get all the rest that you can.
All right, we go.
Number 7 is helping others.
Oh.
Sometimes taking a break from your own struggles and focusing on helping other people is a perfect way to feel good about ourselves. People who struggle with substance use disorder often find themselves in an infinite loop of self-deprecation, leading to feelings of worthlessness and helplessness. Getting involved in charity work, mowing a neighbor's lawn, or becoming a sponsor are all great ways to combat these negative thoughts and give oneself a sense of purpose.
That's good. Sometimes taking a break from our own struggles and focus on helping other people is a perfect way to feel good about ourselves. When you're able to use your life or where you used to be, and you're able to volunteer or work in the field or the area where you came from, it's something that it does something to you about helping someone. There's no particular amount of joy I feel from knowing that I was able to be in a position to help someone, and then you see that person or individuals later and they have been succeeded and they just say, yo, I appreciate you for helping me. The joy that you feel from knowing that they succeeded and you played a part in helping them at that time. Helping others is very important. So if you're in that particular field or came out of a substance use disorder, I encourage you to try to find areas where you can be of some help in that same area, and the joy that you feel will be tremendous.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Learn to invest in someone, you know, give back, because you have to. The greatest wealth is when you invest in someone and you see their value and let them know of their work. And so I try to encourage all those people out there that may be watching or listening to take the time and to give back by investing in someone else's life. Because you never know.
You never know.
You never know what difference or what someone may be going through.
So always look for opportunities to help someone else. That's what we were talking about, helping others. Low stress jobs. Woo-hoo-hoo!
All right.
Gotta make a list of these jobs. One of the most common sources of stress in our society is the workplace. The stress that many jobs create can build up throughout the day, leading to people to turn to alcohol and or drugs to decompress. For people with substance use disorder, this can be a recipe for disaster. For those in early recovery, it is recommended to find a low-stress job that permits time to focus on sobriety. If leaving the job or finding a new one isn't possible, many places offer leave for health-related reasons, including addiction recovery. Be sure to speak with the Human Resource Department or your boss to review your options. Yes, so you got to think about that. Different opportunities at different jobs. If you have a real stressful job, I would really talk to the person in leadership if you're having that much stress, because if your self-care, if you don't take care of yourself, trust me, they're not going to get 100% of an employee anyway. So you got to talk to your leadership.
And you never know. The person in leadership could be also in recovery. You know, if you explain to them your situation, and they may be sympathetic to your cause, and they may say, hey, you know what, we're going to work around your schedule so that you can do what you need to do.
Wow.
That's
Miss
great.
Julia said, for Pyramid Rehab Center, you only have to be 6 months clean to facilitate a group. They have a lot of open positions there. For anybody who's tuned in at Pyramid Rehabilitation Center, they'll allow you to have only 6 months of sobriety and be able to facilitate groups. So that's a good resource. Thank you for that.
Yes.
That's a good resource for anybody in that particular
Thank you.
area. It's in Hamilton.
Hamilton, New Jersey.
In Hamilton. So that's a good resource. I really appreciate that. So anybody else out there who would like to find out about resources like that. And again, if y'all have any questions for us, y'all can tune in and or leave questions for us, and we can answer any questions that we have at this moment.
All right, community. Having relationships and social networks that provide support, friendship, love, and hope. Number 9, it says, go to meetings. Recovery groups offer an incredible, helpful environment for people in recovery. Being surrounded by people with similar struggles and recovery goals is one of the best ways to develop relationships that offer support and friendship and gives newly recovering people with substance use disorder hope for their future. There are groups available no matter the addiction, including AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, NA, Narcotics Anonymous, Nicotine Anonymous, and more. Whatever your drug of choice may be, there are people in these groups who understand the struggle of addiction and are there to offer support in your journey.
Go to meetings. So again, we're going over 10 lifestyle changes for long-term recovery. And the first one was exercise. Second was nutrition. Third one was spiritual fulfillment. Fourth one was encouraging recovery. Fifth one was triggers. Sixth one was make a schedule. 7 was helping others. 8 was low stress jobs. 9, we are talking about going to meetings. Like this meeting right here, this online on recovery meeting Thursday at 1 p.m. every week. Also, we have Tuesday 10 a.m. coffee and conversation. If you would like to join us live, or you can go to our YouTube channel at Cumberland Human Services, Cumberland County Human Services, and you can watch all our previous recorded videos. However, going to a meeting is one of the lifestyle changes for long-term recovery.
And the good thing about going to meetings, I found out when I was going, there's some incredible people there at these meetings. Yeah. You know, you find all people, different walks of life there who have incredible background training, and so you may find someone there who you might develop a friendship, a relationship as far as employment. Because when I was at one meeting, there was a couple guys there that did construction, and they had their own company. However, whatever the reason were, they were in recovery as well. And so I just encourage people that if they're able to attend some of these meetings, don't go there looking for a job, but you never know if you're looking for employment, or you may be looking for a place for lay your head. Yeah. You never know.
You never know what you might find. Networking. Building a recovery support network. That was a short plug right there. And one of the benefits of going to meetings is building a recovery support network. We need to put that in your recovery management plan when you come join Capital Recovery Center. All right, what we got? Number 10, create an accountable network. Man, it's good, man.
How that came up?
Hey, listen, man. Create an accountability network. Recovery can sometimes feel like a burden, especially when it feels like you are alone on your journey. Creating a network of people that provide accountability can ease that sense of burden when you're fighting addiction together. Finding people in recovery with similar interests is a great way to facilitate an accountability system that is like-minded and supportive in recovery and beyond. That's important because it's not only for your recovery, it can go and beyond. because I deal with individuals who help me in my life of recovery, but those same individuals I can deal with outside of it. So that's beyond. Having a game night, a movie night with an accountability group creates a laid back, no pressure atmosphere to check in with each other and share how their day, week, or month has been. Additionally, getting a sponsor, a recovery coach, or a mentor is another example of having accountability support while addressing the steps of recovery.
Yeah.
So you can get you a sponsor, you can get you a recovery coach, you can get you a spiritual mentor, you can get all this at Capital Recovery Center. Whatever you are in need of, we just need to let you know that you have to create an accountability network. That is very important. No. Oh, yeah?
That was the last one.
Oh.
Well, the last part says,
Oh, okay.
these 10 lifestyle changes address each of the 4 dimensions of success and recovery and are a great start if you're looking for changes to make in your life, in your everyday life.
Yeah.
If you're early in recovery, try not to focus too much on changing everything at once, as that can add more stress on your plate. That can add a lot of stress on your plate. Instead,
Take some stuff off your plate, man.
Instead, focus on a few things that you can change at a time. Not only will you feel better, you'll be on the right path in your journey of long-term recovery.
Again, we went over the 10 lifestyle changes for long-term recovery, and we went over these things, and all of those things are in a particular order. However, one is not better than the last. All of them are important. So all of these things, if you're able to watch this video later, go through each one of them. And again, one is not better than 10. 10 is not better than 1. That's just the list that they had them in. And again, my name is Michael. I'm one of the recovery coaches from Capital Recovery Center.
And I'm Craig, also your recovery coach here at Capital Recovery Center.
And I'm Karen, also a Capital Recovery Coach.
It's time to dance.
Take care, everybody.
See y'all later.
See ya.
It's a good day.